Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cal bringing you another video on the channel today. I'm bringing you guys a little video that is once again spiritually aligned. So today, as I woke up and last night, I have been experiencing a good amount of a lower vibration. And what does that mean? I feel in kind of a lower energy state where I'm kind of confused, I'm not as aware of things, and I ultimately feel like I'm slowly becoming more unconscious by identifying with my thoughts. And so what does that mean, identifying with my thoughts? Adhering to whatever my mind says. So whatever thought comes into my attention, that's what I'm thinking about. And as that thought comes into my attention, it expands, 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 expands. So this, for me, has been something that recently started, I became even more aware of over this past, I'd say 12, maybe 14 hours, because I was playing pool with a couple of my boys, and I wasn't doing that well. And I just felt the overall collective energy in that room was so low, and it was dragging me down. And this is something I really want to talk about to you guys, because it is so important what environment you place yourself in, because it has a major effect on your vibration, your energy, right? And so if you can avoid situations, and if you can avoid circumstances where you know for a fact, unless you're able to 100% protect your internal energy, right, and stay within your own frame, as Aaron Doughty says, meaning paying attention to your inner body energy field, just placing your mind on your breath or anywhere on your body, then you have a high potential to be exposed, because energy is contagious. Energy needs no language, okay? Energy can be transferred without even saying anything. It's intuitive. And when I mean intuitive, it can be understood within a millisecond. I've used this example with a couple of my friends one time. Have you ever been in school, right? And you're just having a great day, and you're walking through the hallways, and then you walk into a classroom, maybe a couple minutes after the class has started, and then you just you look around, and then you just notice, you just get this vibe that everyone is pissed off, and you're just, what the fuck happened here? That is your intuitive knowing. You just picked up on that without even thinking about that. In philosophy, this is called your epithumedicon, right? Essentially, it's your instinctual awareness with very little understanding or rationale. And that is not to say that rationale is not a bad thing. It's simple understanding that you can relate to within a small amount of time without you even thinking about it. There's two other parts. It's called the thumos and the logisticon. This was Plato's 3 parts of the soul. And pretty much the thumos was grace, dignity, and then the logisticon was your intellect, rationale, your ability to plan out and control your instinctual desires, such as eating more food, such as pleasures and pains, and then dignity for the thumos, right? Say you're playing basketball. My philosophy teacher used this. He said, okay, say you're playing basketball and you want that honor, right, by shooting the last shot, but the guy next to you has a better shot. You take that shot because it's more honorable and it can get you honor. So essentially, I know that's a little side note, but it's kind of very interesting to see how we can enter a situation, right, an environment where it immediately affects how we feel. And this is something that I have to work on. This is something that I know I can get better at, and by no means what I'm saying right now am I saying I'm incomplete. No, I'm saying that I do not want this effect to continually happen, because over time, within the present moment, as this happens more and more, and I'm not as aware of it, I can fall into the subconscious trap, meaning when I'm in a situation and I'm not aware of what's going on, I naturally, without me even knowing it, lower my vibration. I'm attuning to what everyone else is. I'm matching a level frequency with everyone else. And you could say, Cal, what the hell are you talking about? Frequencies, energies. Energy is all around us. We're made of literal energy. This wall is made of energy, okay? It is a higher form. It is formless. It has no physical form. It has no thought form. It is literally everything around you, but nothing at the same time. And that's essentially who we are in essence, consciousness. These past 12, 14 hours, I woke up, overthinking. I woke up primarily identifying with my thoughts, meaning I have just been placing all my attention on my thoughts. And I know that my attention, whatever I focus on, becomes my perception and my reality. And this has kind of had a weighing effect on me, but then I realized that I don't have to think about these things. I have the ability and the choice to focus on whatever the hell I want to focus on. But it is those habits, it is those routines that you naturally place, right? So if you're regularly placing your attention on your thoughts, that's what's naturally going to happen. That's what your brain is used to. That's what your brain likes. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because everything is complete. A lot of people call it the ego, right? And these labels, right? They're just dividing, just identifying. This is known as the ego, your identification with form, something that's you think is yourself, but really it is not. Yep, so we call this the ego, and we try and make it an enemy, being like, oh, dude, I'll just stop thinking, and you try and battle it back. I know what to do is to just take a step back and just observe what everything is going on, because if I try and battle back with more energy, it's literally just going to lead to more resistance. If I take a step back and release that energy, this energy will release, because attention fuels thoughts. I talk about this all the time. And if you can take your attention off those thoughts, you're chilling, because that's what I've been able to do throughout this. I still feel the emotions, because emotions don't go away like that. There's literal chemicals going around, even with thoughts, right? But thoughts are easier to control. How? I don't fucking know. They just are. So I'm starting to move back into a calm place in the moment, here and now, and I have the ability, luckily, through spiritual practice, to stop thinking at any time. But it is those habitual thoughts that always come in, and I notice myself when I'm in situations with other people that I become unconscious, I become unaware, and I know. And I remember this is like really a funny story. I remember like early in my spiritual journey, I thought I was like a fucking doctor, I was like thinking I could figure everyone out, and I was like, bro, everyone's identifying with their mind, everyone's just thinking these thoughts, adhering to whatever their mind says, and that does have a lot of validity, but at the same time, I'm doing the same thing. That's insane. Like, I become aware of that, and I never acted upon that, but that was just a kind of a bad habit I got into, and that was kind of like the knowledge I gained rather than the knowledge applied. Once I applied that knowledge, all that shit went out the window, and I was able to become aware of what I was doing. And so, a lot of people fall into this trap when they get into new fields, new subjects, they think they know everything, and then they become aware of so much more, and then they're like, fuck me, dude. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to express to you guys in this video. And overall, protect your energy, at times when you can, right? Stay within your own body field. Be aware of when you're in circumstances that could potentially lower your vibration. So in circumstances where like the energy is low, right? Pay attention to your body. Try and be as present as possible. Do not pay attention to your thoughts as much. You can observe them, and you'll know if it's valid to think about or not when you need to. Well, just remember that you are whole and complete no matter what, okay? It is okay to feel negative emotions. It is okay to feel a wide range of emotions. Even though you may not like it, even though you want to be at that standard of always being happy, remember to just accept how you feel, man, because then you'll release so much resistance and you'll feel fucking free as a bird, because you're not bound to any belief. That belief is that standard, right? And that standard is not a fact, okay? Even though it may appear that way. I'm telling you guys, I'm doing this as a little reflection video for me too. I'm trying to apply these steps myself. It is hard. It's not easy. It is a lot easier said than done. But my God, I am not gonna try. I'm gonna do nothing, and I'm just gonna observe, baby, because that's what I know the solution is. Cut it off at the root. And we'll be chilling, because I love how I feel right now. I feel a little bit distressed, a tiny bit, not too much. But, I know I'll get back up to that natural vibration level. So, with all that being said, love yourself because I love